Welcome to Jetersblessings. Thank you for stopping by. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. In today's video, I will be using this 21-inch deco mesh I used from another project. That 10-inch mesh from Michaels. Two of these heart love signs where I removed the love off of both of them from Dollar Tree. Two of these pink gingham print cardstock. I don't end up using those zip ties. These 4 heart containers from the Dollar Tree, that pink gingham ribbon from the Dollar Tree. So, and I also have some ribbon from Hobby Lobby and also from the 99-cent only store. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually just taking and cutting some of the pink and white gingham ribbon to make these cute little bows so that I can attach them to the hearts. Now, one thing, if you do end up using some of these hearts, what could help contrast the colors is if maybe you fill it with some white faux snow, or some of the little styrofoam snowballs at Dollar Tree sold during Christmas time. Would give it a little something extra, and it'll help it stand out while it's either on your wreath or your swag or whatever you're using it for. I think it would be a really cute thing to do. I just didn't have any, and I just wanted to leave mine empty and just add the ribbons to it. So once I've done that to all 4 hearts, I take my wooden heart and I trace it out on this cardstock, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and glue it on to the heart. So I'll go ahead and just use some Mod Podge on here. I try not to put a really thick layer on there, because I do find that if I use too much, that's when I start getting the bubbling in the paper. So I try to put a generous amount, but one that doesn't leave it too wet so I don't get the bubbles in the paper. And then what I'll do is I end up taking a black Sharpie and I just go ahead and draw some dotted lines on the edges of both of the hearts, just for a little extra stuff. And what you could do as well is you could also write something in the hearts, but I chose not to. Just wanted to leave them plain for this one. So this is the work wreath that I used before, and I removed it. I removed all the stuff on it and threw it away because I used it outside. So when I use stuff that's outside on the mailbox, I don't like to reuse it again. So I'm taking this 21-inch deco mesh. I left a 6 to 7 inch tail, And then every tie I'm measuring out 10-inch loops, and then I leave another 6 to 7-inch tail at the end, and I do that to both sides. So this mesh was a little thick, and this first time using it I really liked it. I normally don't like to buy mesh from Michael's, but this was not the normal mesh. I cut them at 19 inches, and I'm just doing a ruffle method, and I just think the pink is just so pretty on it. So, and then I put a ruffle in each one of the ties. I know you're probably thinking, well, those are green, ties. Don't worry about it. If you work your mesh and your decor properly, your ribbon, all of that stuff, then you won't really see those green ties when we're done. So you just want to make sure you fluff everything out and everything looks nice. So the burlap with the red gingham, that was from Hobby Lobby during the Christmas, and I got for 50% off. The other ribbon I got from the 99-cent only store, and it's the satin ribbon. Unfortunately, I should have known better that it was satin, but I just didn't think about it at the time when I bought it. I was just trying to find some really cute ribbon, and the Dollar Tree didn't have any, so I bought this. And I've told you before in one of my other videos that I don't really like working with the satin because it's thinner material and it's not as stiff, so it's a little harder to help keep its shape and form. So as you see, where I've dovetailed it, they tend to curl up just a little bit, but it's okay. It all looks great at the end. It's just my preference to use a thicker ribbon. So I put both of those in each one of the ties as well. So here I have attached a pipe cleaner on the back of the hearts, and I'm just attaching one heart at the top and one heart at the bottom. And what I'm doing here is I'm attaching each end of the pipe cleaners on both sides. That way it helps keep the heart centered on the rail. So then what I do is I take some ribbon. I also have this red 1.5-inch ribbon that I got, and I want to say I got it from Hobby Lobby from the after Christmas clearance as well. But again, you can always find some really nice ribbon during Christmas time that you could use throughout the year, so it's really good. That's what I try to do when it comes to the end of the clearance, for the Christmas clearance. But anyways, I just fold this over on itself several times on each side, and then I'll cut a slit on both sides so I can manipulate my bow when I go to fluffing it out. On this one, I didn't really do tails, just for the simple fact of I had two large wooden hearts, and I still had a bunch of ribbon on there, and also I have other decor pieces that I'm going to put on there. So not having the tails was okay. If I were to put the tails on there, they would have just been pretty short tails. So either way, however you want to do it would be just fine. So again, I attach the bow the same way that I attach the hearts to help keep it center. One end of the chenille stem gets attached to one side of the rail and the other gets attached to the other side. So here it is, just going about fluffing, and this is probably one of my favorite parts of doing a wreath or a swag. I just really love a big full bow. So here I'm just taking those red hearts that you saw in the beginning, and I'm going to go and attach them. And as you see, I'm covering some of the green portions of the up. I also had bought, and I didn't show the whole item, I should have, but it was from the Dollar Tree, and it was like 5 or 6 hearts, or one of them says welcome. That's the one heart that I didn't use, but I used the other hearts just to kind of fill in gaps and add a little bit more decor. And definitely I was hiding all of the green little what do you call them? They're not Chanel stems, but they're the little things from Christmas. You guys know what I mean. I'll be here all day trying to figure out what it is. But here is the finished project, and I absolutely love it. Again, you can write something. I thought about writing you on one of the hearts and me on the other, and I'm still contemplating it, so I may go back and change it. But as of this video, this is the end result, and I just really love the plaid. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.